What we are wanting to show you is how to control a Parrot AR drone from the second version with bare hands. What we are using here is a Creative Labs interactive gesture camera, and we are using the Intel Perceptual Computing SDK. So to start the drone, we just point our hands into the camera and they will be recognized, and to start the drone I have to make a thumbs up gesture. Now the drone starts, and the position of my hands were saved as reference coordinates, and everything what I'm doing right now is relative to those reference coordinates. So you can see I can control the drone, I can change the jaw, for example. I can move to the left, to the right, I can fly backwards and forwards, I can change the gate, I can lower.
So the drone is an off-the-shelf product. It's the Parrot AR drone, available in stores everywhere. So it basically connects to a laptop using Wi-Fi and a few TCP and UDP ports.
Normally you are controlling the drone with a smartphone. There is some Android software, some iPhone software. So this is the normal way, but for us it wasn't that cool, so we've just started to use this creative gesture camera and the Intel Perceptual Computing SDK.
The first thing we did, we used another controller and tried to build something that can steer the drone using the tracking of our fingers. But then we got into the Intel Hackathon in Munich, and we tried to port the software to the Perceptual Computing SDK.
What we are using here is, you see an Ultrabook, and we've just connected a creative gesture camera. And this camera is a 3D depth camera, so you can identify gestures making with your hands, and you are also able to identify the coordinates where your hands were. Normally you will implement your software using the C or C++ libraries, but we are Java experts, so we've used the Java bindings. There are two parts in the software. One part is the drone API. We've implemented also in Java because we want to send some commands to the drone, fly forward or backward or whatever. Okay, this is one part. How much time does it take?
Yeah, I think about less than 100 hours or something like that.
Yeah,
working time.
yeah. But the Intel Perceptual part took 1 day. 24 hours
to get it working.
To get it working, yeah.
Smoothly, there was
some
more work involved.
We need some additional time to implement the filtering stuff and to make it more stable and precise. But the prototype was there in 24 hours.
We have licensed the API using a GPL license, and this is a pretty good model because we're using other libraries that also use the GPL.
So it's published on GitHub, the project, as open source. Many people, I think, they find that it's a really intuitive way to control such a drone, because it's like a virtual airplane yoke. You know, you can control the drone with those gestures. Yeah, this is really intuitive. And to land the drone, you have to make a thumbs down gesture.